So when I looked at your DVD, I noticed that there was an amazing variety of styles and subject matters and approaches, interiors that looked like you were in a subway car. For example, I think it was a bar, is that right?
A subway car.
Or a train, maybe? Was it being inside a car? Transportation?
You know, I have done a picture like that, but I never did photograph it.
Oh, no. Oh, maybe you just told me about it, and I think I
Could
remember
be.
it from the...
Yeah. That was in Lexington at a place, it's no longer in business. It was called Main Underground. And that used to be, well, it's actually the original point when people settled Lexington. And that's why, one of the reasons why it was underground. I mean, I was saying that it's still there. Half the thing was under Main Street, and they never did tear it down because there was a well there, and if they tore down a wall, they figured they'd flood all the basements of the Lexington area. Because it was, if it doesn't hurt, leave it alone. You know, for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's mainly I did the environmental artwork for a number of years. And did whales and manatees and anything dealing with endangered species. Then I try to keep a wide range, try to stay versatile, do different kinds of things, always take any kind of challenge.
And something like the Air Devil's Inn, you would go to the library and do research on aircraft?
Yeah, that was research on, well, I actually did research on the place first, because Bowman Field was right across the airport. It's a regular small airport across from where that is. And originally that was an Army Air Corps base for the Army to train people how to fly biplanes. And that's where they bought that place across the street, and that was actually a clubhouse for the flymen. A place for them to hang out, because there was nothing else around there at that time. That was all, you know, rural area, there's farms. Now it's basically a city, you know, it's Louisville. And and then I just, you know, go to the library and other matter that I had, you know, material to figure out the way the planes look and paint on it. That was basically most of that was on aluminum siding, and the rest of that was sheeting, so it was kind of not very good surface to paint on. And if you was there during the summer, walking that parking lot, it's like working in an oven, because there's no grass. It's a pocket. You got the restaurant next to it, and you got the Air Devil's Inn on the other. And that restaurant had that reflective material on the windows, and it shined the light back, so you just like cooking out there. It's like a painful thing, but to the environment.
Mm-hmm. And did you say that on the Air Devil's Inn was the only time you put your phone number on the mural?
Yeah, that's the only time I ever did it.
And
that was because they asked me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I was spur of the moment. I was sitting on the ground, and they said, "Hey, you know, you need to put your phone number." And I said, "You think?" I said, "No, I usually don't." And he said, "Yeah, you need to." I said, "All right, just to please them." But normally I don't.
And did you say I'm the only person ever called?
It's been there for all that time. You're the only person that ever called.
Well, I guess that shows that your whole approach of no business cards and no website and no advertising makes perfect sense.
Yeah. No, I don't do any of those. But that's just kind of a spur of the moment thing. They just kind of come up and say, "Hey, you want to put that on there?" But that's the only time I ever did it. I did have business cards once, but I didn't hand out very many of them. said, basically everything is word of mouth.
Well, I assume when you were on the road, you didn't really have a cell phone or a phone number, consistent phone number for people to call anyway.
I did sort of right towards the end of doing that, traveling around. That's when the cell phone thing started really picking up, and I got a cell phone, kind of just changed the number when I got there, because they're prepaid. But nobody ever called, you know. Even there was basically word of mouth. That's the only way I do things. That's the way it happens.